Hello! And I'm gonna start off this video by saying there's no actual way to play as a lich, but we're gonna have to do some debug magic to actually do sort of role play as a lich. Because there is a way to do it, even though being a lich in this mod isn't fully implemented yet anyway. So I think it's best to start off with a custom character so you can set up a framework. I just need to remember. There we go, Lich. Ojaz. I'm not sure I pronounced that. The Ojazadzi Lich. And let's give it a good Lich name though. Skeletor, you know. That's a good name. Change appearance. Good old skeleton. We might as well get rid of the hair. I mean, this pattern on the head seems rather interesting. Ah, that's right, our faith needs to be rejection, because we reject life and only care about death. Of course, liches use the school of rejection. Let's give the guy a couple of spells. Nightmare illusions, skeletal empowerment, seems about right in crafting. And I would say, liches, you gotta be pretty arrogant to be a lich, thinking you're better than anyone else. Ambitious to actually become a lich. And craven because you're running away from actually dying. And yeah, this would certainly do it. Now, there's no actual lich traits you can give yourself in the menu. Alright, we've got the framework for our lich now. Of course, I picked the two traits that doesn't have a unique icon. And being a lich, you've already got some extra bonuses. And this is when the debug mode comes in handy. Now, you must also download the debug mod, because you're definitely going to need that to make it easier to do this. And to look up traits in this game, it's all mostly under GH. And you can also press tab. And to open the debug mode, I use the little key next to the one and the tab button, but it's different depending on which your keyboard is. And already, by pressing in GH, we already have Arch Lich. Will give us the Arch Lich trait. ATGH arch lich 1. And now we should, yes, our health should be good. We're now an arch lich, the mightiest of all liches. Of course, you can always play as a normal lich. Actually, we also need the normal lich trait just in case. Alright. Necromancy undead lich. Oh yeah, so you got the education of lich, which we will also add. Let's make ourselves a lich. Education lich 3. And we'll add necromancy undead lich. There we are. We're a lich, and we're a lich. This goes an average lich. Now, I have done a bit of a test run, like 20 years in the game as a lich, and you do not immediately die or anything. long as you have the good health trait, that means you are essentially an immortal lich. And since we've got now all of the lich traits, you can start a roleplay as a lich. Of course, you don't get any special events because it hasn't been fleshed out. And your government, well, it's still currently it's considered aristocratic. Now, by playing as that song of lich culture and as a lich, you do not have many innovations because you don't need to innovate as a lich. You know, you can just summon the undead to serve you. Anything else is just pointless and a waste of time. You're just an old fossil who too stubborn and stuck in their ways. So pretty much all you can do is really roleplay as like a lich or an arch-lich taking over the marches. You know, crackling in the dead of night. But what is implemented that your personality traits are unique and change on you since you are a lich. The fact you have no innovations, well, not much anyway, you really are gonna have to rely on your magic to do stuff. And even you don't even have any creative men of arms. And the ones you can make is, yeah, mages. Which is something. It's better than nothing. So yeah, that's pretty much how you become a lich in Godherja. You have to use debug magic. And let's play a little bit. And our Skeletor doesn't immediately die. And it's got a lot of humanoids that really don't like him. I wonder why. It's not like he's some evil megalomaniac in charge. You know, no. So yes, this is the perfect thing to do if you really want to play out your power fantasies. And I'm hopefully, or hoping, Godherja actually implements a system where you can play as a lich and have a little bit of cheeky fun. Because I do find them rather cool and interesting. I like how they even got some unique art. There's a manipulator, a god hater. I mean, that's pretty metal. Anyway, now you can play out with your power fantasy as lich, conquer the marches, and march down south to plague the land with undeath. And a little tidbit, I'm going to show you what happens when you hard play another character. And it crashed my game. So that's what happens when you use console commands to force yourself to become a lich. Last time I've done this, it just said game over. So yes, this is the best way to create a lich without crashing your game. See you next time.